y'all, what's up? We're live in our house. I'm so happy about this. We made it happen. And we're going to just wait for a couple more people to join us before we really get rolling on our topic, overcoming challenges. I said earlier that there's no way that you can be a human being on this earth and not approach any sort of challenges. Thank you, baby. It's pouring me coffee. And not approach any sort of challenges. And so it helps to have a roadmap and a couple tried and true strategies for when you're going through a hard time. Sometimes, thank you, baby. The way that I think about it is, if you're going hiking, hey, thanks for joining us. If you're going hiking, you have several tools with you in your backpack to make sure, in case it rains, you bring an umbrella, you bring weatherproof gear, and you prepare for the journey ahead. And life is very much like that. And so when we approach challenges on our journey and the path of life, we want to have a couple tried and true strategies, and more than anything, mindsets that we employ and we utilize so that we understand. We don't get too caught up in the emotional intensity and the stress and the tension, the hostility and the upset of what's throwing us off kilter, right? We remember to find our center, and then we go to Shebah Saturn's YouTube and click on this video, Lifestyle and Love, so that our minds can be renewed and we can remind ourselves that life is a series of overcoming challenges. In fact, challenges, you welcome them. One of our mentors said, life is a series of problems to solve. And that's just the reality of it. So we want to get into this concept and this lifestyle of approaching our challenges with love and with being emotionally centered. I hope y'all are having an awesome Monday. My husband, King Quic, he's about to come on and join us. He just poured me some coffee. And we're going to get started in a little bit. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I also want to go live on my Instagram. We want a couple pages. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should be. I would love to have you as a part of my Instagram community. It's ShebaHSheun, Shebah Saturn on Instagram. We also started a Facebook group that's private. So if you just go to the About page on this YouTube channel and you check out Shebah Saturn's Facebook, we actually started an empowering, positive community all about renewing and rejuvenating yourself every day and your commitment and your devotion to live a creative lifestyle full of love and growth. And in the description, I note that your dedication to living a creative lifestyle full of love and growth has nothing to do with being fake, right? You have to be honest and you have to be real, because that's the only way to really grow in life, is to be committed to honesty. And so go ahead and join our Facebook group there. The Facebook group is called Lifestyle and Love. We just started it like 2 days ago, and we already have 100 members. So I'm so thankful for your faith in us, and thankful for you wanting to show up, and thankful for your commitment and your appreciation for yourself and your devotion to yourself to say, you know what, I'm worth it, I deserve it, I can overcome my challenges, and I welcome positive people in my life who are dedicated to living a creative lifestyle full of love and growth. And a big part of what supports that path and making sure that we stick with it is supporting one another and educating each other and sharing our experiences with each other. Right, baby?
Right.
Yeah. Come have a seat, darling.
Peace, beautiful
My
world.
husband.
Hello. Let me do this. Because the light is out there. Let's get you in. There's so much light on the patio. All that.
Okay.
So this is take one, y'all. This is raw. You're getting it live and uncut. That's the cool thing about going live, is you got to see all of this stuff.
It's okay.
All right.
It's a lot better than my other videos. At least it's not shaking.
That's because I'm not going to have that.
Right.
So, peace, beautiful people of the world. I'm also going to go live and let people know, and then we're going to go ahead and get it popping, because I don't want you to be on here. If you're watching the video later after it's live, it's cool when you're watching live videos, but sometimes after you're not watching the video live, it gets boring. Just sit still and wait for the anticipation of what the conversation is supposed to be about.
True, and I'm gonna go live too on Lifestyle and Love, which is our Instagram account associated with this show. Lifestyle, the letter N, love. Okay,
Okay.
let's see. So, are we gonna be talking over each other if I go live and you go live?
Don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I am not a techie guy. It's not my game. All right. So, go ahead, do your live thing.
Okay. I am going live on Instagram right now to invite our followers associated with this show, Lifestyle and Love. Hey y'all, what's up? We are live and direct on my YouTube channel. Go over there now to get in on all the positive action and positive mindsets and subconscious priming and positive programming that we're going to be doing on there. It's called Shebah Saturn, SHEBAH That's my YouTube channel. And the topic is lifestyle and love, overcoming challenges. And I'm super happy to have my hubby with me on this journey because I want our followers to know him and the followers that subscribe to my channel who are dedicated to self-development and self-understanding and the language of numerology, astrology, and the tarot. It's all interrelated. So go ahead to my YouTube channel. We're going live now, and the main topic is how to overcome challenges. Hey!
What's the YouTube channel?
The YouTube channel is Shebah Saturn, SHEBAH We're going to be talking about overcoming challenges, so join us there, okay?
Right now.
Right now. Right now. Right now. All right.
Right now. You see? I didn't have to say anything when she got it going. All right. Let's share the story.
Yeah, and I'm going to go and share the link.
Why does this child have abs like a Ninja Turtle? This is crazy. Anyway, off of that. Bada bing.
Bada boom.
Let's go.
This is your main man, my main man that I'm privileged to share this life with, King Quic, KANGQUIC, too quick for the K. Thanks for doing this with me, baby.
Yep.
It was actually his idea. It's his concept.
It was my idea, but it was my idea because I watch her. And so we both do similar work. We're definitely cut from different cloth, but our spirits were intertwined.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of like the thorns around the rose. and other times you're like that.
Yeah, we definitely protect each other.
Yeah, but when it comes to things like this, we have a common ground, and our common ground allows us to have conversations at the end of the night, or have conversations when we're traveling about just topics that we see ourselves, families, friends, people that we meet. They talk about these things, and sometimes they're like, they have questions or they have complaints sometimes without a solution. And so we just want to be a solution-based
Thanks for joining
platform,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So thank you for following Shebah Saturn. Continue to follow Shebah Saturn. I know she'll do more videos when it comes to numerology and astrology, but you have to really maximize your platforms. And that's kind of where I come in, is having a strong foundation is having an interdependable foundation.
Interdependent,
yeah. And she's going to do that a lot. She's going to change and correct my words, Like I said, we cut from a different cloth. But she understands me, so she can help translate some of the ways I communicate to the world.
Yeah.
To her world. So, you want to have an interdependent foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And that deals with your spirituality. It does with your perception of who you are, who you want to be, what you want to be, how you want to serve the world, how you want to solve problems. Sometimes it sounds like you're trying to be a savior, but every business solves problems. You know what I mean? And or creates problems to be solved so they can make money off of it. So, and that's what relationships is about too. It's about overcoming problems and solving problems, So normally I will get like a cheat sheet of questions that have been asked prior, and then we'll run through those questions. But this is our first one, so maybe after this one we'll start getting more questions. And we have a lot of friends that ask us a lot of questions anyway. And so I just want to speak openly on this thing, get the cameras rolling, get people knowing that we're doing it, and then I would like to start bringing in guests, speakers, guests, interviewers, and all of that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because you could ask some questions.
I'm into asking questions.
Yeah,
So we do have a topic for this show, though.
Okay, let's get
And
it.
the topic for the show that my love channeled for his, from the depths of his subconscious mind, is that we should have our first conversation on this lifestyle and love show with Shebah, Saturn, and Quic on Shebah Saturn's YouTube, my YouTube, about overcoming challenges. So we're going to be on here for the next 15 to 20 minutes talking about overcoming challenges, and then hopefully we'll have more and more people join, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have related to the topic or not related to the topic. So I have a couple questions in my mind, but I want Quic to talk about why this was important for him, overcoming challenges. Why this is your first topic?
I don't know. I don't really think too much about it. Sometimes I just let things come through me.
Yeah.
And I feel it's important because, to answer your question is, that's all life is. Is overcoming challenges, and finding ways to celebrate it. You see what I'm saying? Celebrate your victories. You celebrate your marriages, you celebrate birthdays, you celebrate Halloween, you celebrate all these other days off, President's Day, Labor's Day, this, that, and the third. But you don't celebrate your victories. You know what I mean?
Or your challenges.
Or your challenges, And sometimes the challenges are the gift themselves because that's what produces you to be the latter, better version of yourself.
Totally.
So without those challenges, it's like there's no chiseling in the sculpture of your emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? Like there's no defining, there's no layers, there's no definition. And so you want to be able to, welcome your challenges with courage, welcome your challenges with veracity if need be, and also with grace, and be patient, because I'm definitely a hardwired guy. You know what I mean? And so
you're pretty patient though.
I've become.
Yeah.
I've always had some type of patience.
Yeah, you're very in touch with I associate that with the feminine quality. That's just in my framework. I'm not saying that you have to. But in my framework, I associate patience with a feminine quality, and Quic is an amazing creative director, and he's a dancer. And so he's very in touch with this process of refining himself, and he's always been very patient with me. So yeah, patience does help. Grace does help. I think a lot of times, I never really had this mentality, but last year we went through some really intense challenges. Part of our apartment burned. We were invited to reoccupy it, but we didn't like the energy that was there. We wanted to move on, and we went to our mechanic. Our car stopped working. We didn't have a place to stay.
I had a little tear in my MCL, so I went from thinking that I was gonna do this Thai boxing full time. I was like, yo, I love breaking. I'm gonna always dance, but I'm gonna go get this Thai box, and then
it was bad.
It was
and we could have. Part of me psychologically started to beat myself up. Like, why don't we have $10,000 in savings? Why don't we? Are we being financially irresponsible? Why were we living like this, so on and so forth? But I mean, if you don't know better, it's more difficult for you to do better. And then sometimes, even if you know better, if you don't believe in yourself, then it doesn't work. And so we were faced with several challenges and a lot of adversity last year. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I learned is that you have to keep going and you have to pray.
Right.
That's what and I cried a lot too, because I was not about not having a home and having all of our stuff in storage, and my pride was so broken because I had to reach out
we live in Atlanta.
So we didn't have a car.
So this is not the place to not be without a car.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people make it happen all the time, but we've been there, done that. And so we just wasn't about it.
Now we're okay.
And yeah, we're definitely okay. But what I can say is that during that time, a lot of people that love you and care for you while you're hurt, they react to situations or they judge situations from the perspective of how they think they would have handled the situation,
having never been through the
having
situation.
never been through the situation, or in those shoes at that moment, at that time, with your responsibilities, with your commitments,
with your life purpose,
vision, with your life purpose,
spiritual attunement, with your intellectual, emotional capacity, and it's like people are just different.
Yeah, so sometimes like people would we had people that the few people that knew we were going through anything had the most beautiful hearts and the gracious hearts.
Very supportive.
But even within those few, it was challenging because people try to do this between us and slide us away from each other. They try to talk us out of being with each other.
We had just gotten married.
We had just gotten married, and still.
Yeah,
you know,
we've been together 6 years, but married.
Oh yeah, but people been. I mean, if we didn't know better, we would have thought people were being vindictive, right?
Yeah.
But they weren't. They were speaking. They were coming from a heart, and a lot of times people that love you fear for you because they don't want you to go through any pain. They don't want to see you hurt. And so let's talk about that. Let's talk about operating from fear and how we can come to a solution. Because I want to have a solution for everything, even if it's not the end all be all. It's an angle.
Totally, it's a strategy. So in overcoming challenges, we shared with you some of the value. I'm a former school teacher, so I'm gonna always reiterate what we just talked about, just in case someone is just coming on, or just because they teach you that as like in pedagogy as a strategy is to always review, and it does help. So today we're talking about obviously overcoming challenges and a couple of the qualities that Quic listed as being helpful during that time, qualities that you really want to absorb into your aura and embody. And you know how to do this. You know how to do this is to operate in grace, to get in touch with your inner warrior, and you might have to approach those challenges with veracity and to have patience. And Les Brown says that sometimes if you're being emotionally abusive to yourself, you can't just say, "Now stop it, self." You have to be like, "I stomp my fears into the ground." You can't speak with certain challenges. You cannot speak very softly to yourself. So that's where the veracity comes in, right? And then we shared with you what happened with us last year with the apartment burning and us not wanting to reoccupy it, our car not working out, and me, I'm a Leo, so I have a lot of pride, and my moon's in Scorpio, so it was really difficult for me to reach out and ask for help. But I also want to add, as we move on to the next set, those were the most amazing opportunities that were given to me during my challenges. And I don't say this if you're going through a hard time right now, I want to acknowledge that it's a very real thing. Also, you should join our Facebook community because we'd really support you, lifestyle and love. I wish we had a community like that last year, but we have an amazing community in real time.
We did have a community like that, but the thing was, when you have a community online,
I think people judge less.
They judge less.
It's easier to judge less.
They're going to that group page for their 30 seconds, or their 3 minutes, or their 30 minutes of positive thinking.
Right. And so it helps. You're supposed to prime.
In real life, it ain't always like that. They be like, "Girl, I'm coming over. I love you. This, that, and the third." What you really need to do.
Get rid of your man. What are you doing? What? Stop this. You low-key love my man, which is why you want to be around us. And I'm not even saying like on some erotic tip, but like you obviously love his energy. So like everybody takes time to grow,
So let's answer the question. Let's do that one.
Yeah, no, I'm circling around. He's
not
not aware of the internal genius that's operating right now in my mind. Like
I've seen it on your videos.
I'm circling back. I am making sense. Okay, give this video a thumbs up if I'm making sense right now. So I was just reviewing everything that we went through. We gave you a personal account, talking about overcoming challenges, couple values and characteristics that you want to keep with you as you're going through these hard times is approach your challenges with veracity and vigor and passion, have grace and have patience. Join our Facebook community if you are going through a hard time right now, because that is a cyberspace that will prime your subconscious intentionally to be positive.
Right.
And I was saying that I'm very grateful for the amazing community that we have in Atlanta And still sometimes it helps to be cyberly connected with people who don't know the ins and outs of the intricacies of what you're going through, so they judge less. It's not personal, it's just part of the human condition, it's human nature, right? So now what we want to do is talk about the next aspect of overcoming challenges, right? So being solutions oriented, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yes, but let's start with, I guess we can be solution oriented and do it per topic, per subtopic, like we were just talking about, creative solutions to having friends and loved ones that are judgmental, maybe not supporting, things like that. How do we
Okay.
handle that?
Along the path of overcoming challenges, and maybe that's actually the direction that I was going intuitively. Along the path of overcoming challenges, say you're going through a really hard time right now, right? To be perfectly honest with you, there are a couple things that you need to do just for yourself to maintain your sanity. Don't play the victim. I know that sounds really harsh, and I love you, and I say that with all the compassion. And I'm also saying that as a former person who used to wallow in my self-pity and play the victim very often because it gave me attention. I'm not saying that I'm proud of it, but it is something that I've overcome. So first thing that you want to do, step 1, is not play the victim. Step 2 is join our Facebook community. I'm not joking. Lifestyle and love. Hey! Hi, Shebah, Saturn. Love your channel. Sending love and appreciation. Oh my God! Thank you so much! I love the love. Go join our Facebook community. Lifestyle and love. Okay? So don't play the victim. I'm saying it with all the love in the world. Hold yourself accountable. You're powerful. You don't need to play the victim. I'm not saying don't be sad. Acknowledge your feelings. Feel your sadness, but know that you're a powerful person and you're capable of overcoming the challenge. Join our Facebook community on Lifestyle and Love. Third thing is search for the lesson. Don't get so caught up in the frustration that you're not searching for the lesson in the challenge. When our apartment caught on fire and we chose not to reoccupy it, and we had to move all of our stuff in storage, shout out to the Red Cross that really helped us with that, and our car stopped working, amazing challenges.
It wasn't even a retrograde.
No, it wasn't. They were presented to us, but I'm going to tell you something. I also got to meet Salma Hayek and Tiffany Haddish, and I got to be a stand-in for Salma Hayek, and she was amazing. During this time where we were displaced and we didn't have a place to stay, and a shout out to our friends who gave us their home, their loving home, but we were sleeping on the floor as a choice, again, because I was a little bit of playing the victim. I was feeling sorry for myself. Then I also got an opportunity to meet Diane Guerrero and work on Doom Patrol as her stand-in. So all of these amazing opportunities and gifts. And if you would have told me that once my apartment burned down, that 3 weeks later I was going to meet Salma Hayek and Tiffany Haddish.
And work with them every day.
And I was going to accidentally step on her toe, and she was like, "It's cool, babe." Like, she was the coolest person ever. And that I was going to meet Diane Guerrero and have the opportunity to witness her brilliance. She's a true intersectional feminist. If you're not following her, go follow her. She's amazing. And learn from her, like, and be in the presence of all this brilliance. I would have been like, no, stop. Like, you're fucking kidding me. This is not going to happen. But this goes along with searching for the lesson. What was the lesson? The lesson for me is that I needed to be willing to have faith and be vulnerable enough to fail and to have a larger vision for myself. I was thinking really small because it made me feel safe, and the creator said, no, I'm going to take away your apartment. I'm going to take away your Lexus. It's not going to work. The Red Cross is going to come help you. We're going to give you little bits of support along the way. My sister-in-law really helped us. Jasmine and Cool really helped us. But still, you're going to feel demoralized because I am going to put you through this so that you know that you didn't need that apartment and you didn't need that car. In fact, all you needed was yourself and your spirit. And hey, guess what? You're good enough and worthy enough to be around these people, to be around Tiffany Haddish, to be around Salma Hayek. So search for the lesson, okay? Don't play the victim. Join our Facebook community. Search for the lesson. Mm-hmm. What else do you have to?
That was a lot. That was good. I would say, to add on to the story, not only did you get to wake up every day for months at a time and work with these women and learn from these women, and like she had just finished saying, before this fire, she came to me and was like, "Pa, like, check it out, baby. Like, I wanna level up. I wanna change where we're living. I wanna change how we're living." And she took screenshots And so she brought screenshots of a home that has to be worth at least $8-9 million in Atlanta money. So in LA, that's you're looking at 80.
No, it was $2 million.
In Atlanta.
So in LA, yeah, you already know.
It would have been a $12 million home,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But then she shows me the car that she wants in front of the home. It's like a used Lexus that you can get for like $8,000. And then she shows me some of the most beautiful places in the world that she wants to go. And so, long story short, we prayed, we closed our eyes, we prayed on it. I'm in the shower. I'm like, oh, somebody's lighting sage. I was like, our neighbors never light sage. And how would I smell it from
We were
upstairs?
living in a quadruplex at the time.
Yes. And so then I was like, because Atlanta has these big homes and they make New York apartments in these, you can fit like 4 New York apartments in these homes. And so then I was like, well, nobody ever lights sage. And then I was like, oh, I looked out the window while I'm showering. Oh, someone's barbecuing.
You would be naked when this happened.
And I was like, somebody's barbecuing. And I was like, nobody ever barbecues here.
And it's nighttime.
And it's like 10 o'clock, 10:30. And so then I was like, oh, no, this isn't happening. And I slid across the shower like Michael J. Fox, and I opened the shower and I looked out the window, and sure enough, the entire backside of the house was ablaze.
It was on fire, and I was like, oh no, it's fine. And the part that we had prayed together for us to be in a different circumstance, and I had privately prayed. And this is the first time when I was praying to God and I was angry, and I was determined, and I was like, God, I don't want to live in this apartment anymore. I'm effing tired of this apartment. Excuse me, God, I'm cursing, but you already know me. I'm of sound mind and body, and I am a servant to you, but I'm just effing tired of this SHIT. I'm done. I'm done with this apartment. I'm done. And then, literally, the house caught on fire.
20 minutes later.
And not by our doing.
Oh, no, not by our doing.
It was a downstairs neighbor who's going through some mental health challenges and lit a cigarette, which apparently happens very often, and wasn't aware of what was going on. And the house caught on fire. And
Yeah, and so...
And he was in the shower.
And I was in the shower.
And I was like, it's fine. What are you talking about?
So luckily, moving forward, we had our little grab bag, which she thought was a joke 5 years prior to that. And grab the bag! Grab the bag! Grab the bag!
What are you talking about? It's fine. I was like exagerado that I'm not.
We're prepared.
Cálmate,
We're prepared for war, many ones. We're prepared for fires. We're prepared. Grab the bag. We weren't, where we weren't prepared. We had just got insurance on my mother's place because the lease said we had to sign for insurance. So my mother was like, come through, we gotta do this paperwork, get this thing going for the insurance. We need renter's insurance. And I was like, yeah, okay, bet. So I came through, me and my mother went and we handled that. So her place got renter's insurance. It was less than a week later.
Ooh, we're at 28 minutes.
Yeah, so, it was less than a week later, and boom, this happens. And we didn't have renter's insurance on our place. So get renter's insurance. And you're like, your sound is messing me up.
Baby.
Not the touch.
You're very sensitive
sound.
to sensation.
And because I just want to bask in it. I don't want to think.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is that to add to what you're saying, my question was, how do we deal with I'm going back again?
Okay.
Because we're gonna get better at this as we go.
Yes, we are. Thanks for sticking with us.
My question is, how do you deal with people, loved ones, who operate from fear, who operate from judgment, who may not comprehend or still to this day even want to know how complete, incredible of a person you are, and they only want to judge you from the person that they know, which means if it's a parent, they only want to judge you from a parent's point of view, as if a parent knows best. If it's an elder, they want to judge you from being I'm older, so I know more. If it's your girlfriend, it's like, well, I've known you, so you're still my best friend from when I was 6 months old. Everybody has a different perspective on who you are. Mm-hmm. And nobody really, not just you, just you too. And so a lot of times,
what's inside of you.
Yeah, only you know what's inside of you. So I would say that dealing with this is one, when something goes through your life, when you go through something in your life and it's big and it's shifting, keep it out of the ears and minds of as many people as possible.
But journal, because you do need to be able to
Yeah, don't bite your tongue.
but journal.
But
Journal. You got to be in touch with how you feel.
Write down what it is that is happening. Document. Not even for me, like I'm not gonna write down how I feel. That's why I dance. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good point, baby.
You know, that's why I dance.
Love the question. My family is judgmental of my astrology journey. Girl, yeah, I know. People think you're crazy, but that's okay.
No, but you're not crazy.
Let them think you're crazy.
No, but write it down. Write down what you're going through, or as Shebah says, write down, you know, how you're feeling.
You gotta be in touch with
And then ask for help if you need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But get your emotion out of it, because a lot of times people are gonna come at you at an angle. Can't see your face.
Oh, sorry, I'm just into what you're saying.
Just pull your hair back. Can't see your face. Your Shebah Saturn. There we go. And
see, this is why he's very charming. I'm a Leo.
I don't want you hiding behind your hair.
I eat it.
You know, people are not on here just to see me talk.
I eat it up.
I'm your co-host. You know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I would say go ahead and before you tell everybody, think about who you're telling. Think about how they judged or how they reacted to their own life situation or situations with you at hand. And you know, keep information private.
Yeah, everybody's not your coach. Everybody's not your coach. Like your coach you can tell things to, and your coach has primed themselves to not attack you and to see the best in you and to speak life into you.
Right.
That's a skill. Not everybody's going to do that for you. We learn through trial and error who to talk to about what was going on in our lives and who not to talk to. Also, if I may add, through journaling and through being very aware, as you're saying, of who to tell and who not to tell, because you don't want to cast a negative spell on yourself, right?
Right.
You want to tell somebody who has a very, like, kind of has a coach mindset, who's going to believe in you, who's not going to talk crap behind your back, so on and so forth. Another thing that I wanted to mention is in yoga, we talk about detachment. And one of the biggest things that you can do is emotionally and psychologically detach from the judgment. So you can run, you can watch any of my yoga videos, you can watch Quic dance videos, do whatever it is that you have to do. And one of the strategies that I use is I bring my right hand and my left hand together, which is such a thing that people around the world do, and it brings the masculine and the feminine aspects of who you are. Take deep breaths and you detach, because you cannot control the way other people perceive you.
Right.
It's going to drive you insane. That is reactive. That is not proactive.
Pass it over. Oh.
Yeah.
And when it comes to detaching, detach from the situation.
Detach. It's not personal.
No, it's not personal.
What's the lesson?
You know, think about it. We love that little home because, well, I'm not going to tell you the numbers, but it was so convenient for us. Location, price. We had a back space. We had a whole backyard. Though it wasn't half as beautiful, a third as beautiful of what we have now.
Yeah.
You know, but to us it meant a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Because we were attached.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see at the moment that we were aiming for other things.
Our standard was too low.
Our standard was too low, but I think that we also, our vision as a team wasn't the same. That's a whole nother topic though. Yeah. But our vision as a team wasn't on that level.
It wasn't.
And so
the challenge brought us closer.
Yes, detach from the situation. But before you can detach, document it. It's kind of like if you got a stomach virus, you know what I mean? You want to document what you ate that day.
Yeah.
You know, write it down so you don't do it again, so you don't end up sick again and again and again and again. Because we have to change our habits. Another topic. You know, and we have to change our habits, and we have to create habits that allow us to become excellent. You know, and if our habits are not growing us, if our habits are not nurturing us, if our habits are not healing us, then we're going to be the same broken people with the same broken recipe. You can have the biggest vision in the world, but if you're emotionally broken, you know what I mean? Then it's gonna take healing. How many people become successful, but they never really heal?
Mm-hmm.
How many people become parents, but they never heal themselves? They have children to heal themselves.
It's a daily commitment to healing yourself.
They become doctors.
It's a daily thing. It's
or
not
psychiatrists.
Yeah, totally. It's not a destiny.
Psychiatrists become psychiatrists because they need healing, you know, and they want to. And
that's one strategy that a lot of people use, and I don't judge that. I know when I was doing a lot of my astrology and numerology videos, I was struggling with a lot of like OCD and intrusive thinking, and I just really was looking for a place to I had a lot of kinetic energy coming out of my brain, and I needed a place to channel that. And so I was able to utilize astrology, numerology, and the tarot to help heal me and help me gain a grander, more clearer, objective image of myself that was positive, because I wasn't feeding myself positive thoughts.
Right.
And so pay really attention to the messaging as you overcome challenges and search for the lesson. That's the biggest thing. Do you have anything else to say? I'm going to take some questions, and then I want to keep this less than 40 minutes.
Well, yeah, so let's just review our solutions, because she passes a lot of information as she goes through the ups, downs, and the rounds of the topic, you know. So she goes to the bones, to the blood, to the infrastructure, to the veins around the brain, and like me, I'm like this, you know. It's like, well, what is this? Well, you know. And so like our styles of communicating are totally different when it comes to our social platform, but our styles of communicating with each other are really good.
Yeah.
And so what we want to do is we want to be able to gain a flow that allows people to see that we have a great conversation, not just here, but like here. And so for me, I want to be able to say, the way I think is, I want to say, well, I learned this, or these perspectives, or maybe I should ask them this, or maybe I should add this, you know. And we want people to get on here. We want people to add conversations, add your point of views, add some solutions, because there's so many brilliant people in the media world that have access to these, and you can go into the comments and drop down some of your tactics on this topic. How do we help? How do we heal? How do we create solutions? How do we deal with family members? How do we deal with community? How do you get back up again? Because that's one thing we didn't talk about. How do you get back up when you feel like you've been crushed? You know? For me, it takes a lot, you know, because in the physical world, I'm a brute at times, you know. I'm very abrasive, very aggressive, very high wire, hard wired.
It's not that aggressive.
In the words of other people.
Okay.
You know, your patience and grace is
like that.
Well, aggressive isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's only bad for sensitive people.
Guess what?
You know what I mean?
He's not abusive.
I'm aggressive in how I come out the world.
Okay.
You know.
He's passionate.
I am passionate, but you don't have to be tender with them. You know, this is what it is. You know, I come like this. I'm ready to make it happen. I'm ready to make the magic happen. And I just want to move forward. I want to live life. I want to do things I enjoy. I want to help people along the way. And I'm walking in a straight line.
May I answer a question?
Of course.
The Facebook group is Lifestyle and Love. LIFESTYLE. I'm answering the question that someone asked. And AND. And then LOVE ! Lifestyle and Love. So you were saying,
and lifestyle and love, the only place that we have it spelled differently is Instagram. And it's not AND, it's just the letter N.
Yeah.
So lifestyle and love. Yeah. You know. So I think just doing that, we got the whole write it down. We have to, I think, getting a mentor.
Oh yeah.
Get a mentor. Now you don't have to, if you have a mentor, that's great. And whatever it is that you see yourself doing, get a mentor. Yeah. That's older than you, even by 10 years, 5 years.
And then we have detach, emotionally detach. This is a strategy that you can use as adding the masculine and the feminine aspects of you and praying and detaching. Don't take anything personally. Look for the lesson. Search the lesson.
Search the lesson. And this is how I greet people. If I'm walking through the trap in any country, when I walk around them, and like Moses or Evan Almighty, everything goes shoo.
Body language.
And then it's body language and the amount of respect. Like I've had like trap dudes that have an issue with me not looking like them or just being in their area or want to look at her and they coming at her disrespectfully and they just chill out. You know, so
It's like a shield.
It's a shield. It's just letting people know I'm not here for that.
Yeah, it's peace.
You know, so find that within yourself first.
Yeah.
And then bring it onto the world. So we have detaching, we have writing it down, we have getting a mentor, you know.
Looking for the lesson.
Looking for the lesson.
It's a mindset too, guys. You can do all of these things, but you have to prime your mindset every day. Look for the lesson. Don't take it personally. What is the lesson in this experience? What are you supposed to be learning? Welcome your gift. Accept the gift. We're gonna wrap it up.
We have like 4 minutes. Technically, we can go to an hour, but the aim is to keep it 45 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And we don't want to script our writing because we didn't even talk about any of this all week. I came up with a topic. I forgot about that. I saw her write it down, and I was like, oh my God, that's good. And she was like, Like, I didn't even realize that I had participated in creating the top. And then she made the flyer, posted it out, and I was like, this is great. I'm excited. And then we sit down here today, and so we don't prep our show because we want the conversation to be real between us. Because if we always prepped our show, then we will always need a guest.
And it gets stilted. But we both work very well improvisationally. I did a couple journal entries about what I wanted to say, to be honest with you, because that's how I process things. And also I'm a writer. That's what I went to school for. So we have about 3 minutes. We're going to take any questions that you may have, and then we're going to wrap it up. So any questions that you may have.
And then also in the comment box, after you subscribe and share, right? In the comment box, write down topics that you would like to hear about. Our focus on lifestyle and love is one, re-identifying the words or reassigning meanings to the words. So lifestyle, we just break it down to life. Life is what you love. Life is what you do. Life is who you are. Life is what you're about. Your life's work, what you came here on earth to do. Your style is how you deal with it. How you deal with your life when you're going through hardships. And that's kind of what we're talking about today, is how do you deal with your hardships. However you deal with your hardships, that's really your style. And you hear me say this over and over and over. If you say that you're a king, a queen, a goddess, this, that, and the third, and then you treat these people like trash.
How you approach adversity actually shows your true character.
Right. Also, how you deal with your fame, your money, your blessings.
Leverage.
You know, so some people change up real quick. So it just shows you they were already who they were. Money doesn't change you. Money and fame amplifies whatever you are. So if you're already a crook in a nook, you know what I mean, like or a good person, it's just gonna amplify that. So write those in the comments what you would like us to talk about, lifestyle and love, and then love. Love is what?
Love is an action.
Love is an action. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Love is an action. Don't take it personally when you're going through challenges. Everybody in life goes through challenges. Get the help that you need. We're here for you. Join our Facebook community, Lifestyle and Love. Follow me, Shebah Saturn. I'm very intentional with everything that I post. Shebah Saturn. My husband, King Quic, KINQUIC. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we're going to be signing off. Thank you so much for watching. We love you. We love you. You deserve love. We honor you. We respect you. Honor yourself. Respect yourself. You deserve the world and more. Peace.
Peace. And that is